What up, y'all? So this video is going to be about the Strecker Memorandum on AIDS. I repeat, the Strecker Memorandum on AIDS. If you've never heard about this memorandum, I advise you go look it up because it has been being, shadow banned by the government. I am going to be reading this out of a book titled The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life. Okay, so Dr. Strecker is a very important doctor who worked on retroviruses. And so he was very, well versed in the topic of, virology and things of that nature. So Dr. Schrecker showed in this video how the United Nations had an environmental problem. And apparently the environmental problem was human population. They felt like at this time there were too many people on the planet and they needed to do something about it. So apparently they made a decision to create a virus that they would weaponize against the human population to decrease it by 3/4. Dr. Strecker reportedly showed this memorandum on national television about how the United Nations documented how they plan to eliminate 3/4 or how they plan to eliminate 3/4 of the world's population. So in this book, it says that Strecker showed scientifically how the United Nations, took a virus from a cow and a virus from a sheep, and they blended both of those viruses together and they created the AIDS virus. But before they ever released it, they made a cure for it. According to Strecker, there's a cure for it right now. So the people that were doing this obviously were prejudiced, and history will back this up because they singled out two groups: homosexuals and blacks. So apparently in Haiti there was an epidemic of the hepatitis B virus outbreak, and all the people over in Haiti needed to get the hepatitis B vaccine. So the United Nations agents took the AIDS virus that they created from the cow and the sheep virus, and they put it in the hepatitis B vaccine and administered it to all those people over there. And this was the start of the AIDS epidemic, according to Strecker. Also, according to this memorandum and Dr. Strecker, this was something that the World Health Organization was instrumental in doing. Considering the possibility of this all being true and taking in this information, I feel that we should be steadfast on how we approach dealing with this new epidemic of COVID. And I feel as though we should, properly research these organizations before we just take their word for it, because they are on paper in past creating viruses that don't naturally exist, putting them in vaccines and administering them to the public.